Bye, Jake. Wow, 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 wow.
These survivor gods are two-faced because yes, although they did kind of look down on me and save me, they rocked out my number one with an idol.
To be honest, I had my idol. I didn't really care about who's getting voted out, who's getting rocked out, because at this point in the game, still very bad for me, but I had no close allies, like, after Rachel left.
All right, so final 7. Everybody can bump their DRs because we're just going to do simple letter-word association, simple game.
Oh.
So, for example, I could say L4, and you would say lose, or I could be like A5, and you would say an apple. It just has to correspond with what I give you. It'll be first to 3 points. Super simple, okay? All right. Your first combination is going to be C8. Justin gets a point with carousel. All right. Your next combination is S5. Dominic scores with snake. H10. H10. John scores with homo sapien.
Okay.
D11. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Omer scores a point with, I want to say it's dactylology.
Yeah.
U5. Dominic scores a second point with under, so Dominic needs one more to win. F7. And with freezes, congratulations, Dominic. You have one immunity.
I fucking win the immunity despite being in the minority. It is a great feeling to be safe for the 3rd time in a row.
So Dom wins the challenge again, and it's not really surprising to me because Dom is a pretty good competition beast, but it reaffirms to me that Dom is a bigger threat than I thought because I know that he has all these social connections as well as the strategic mind to win this game, but you tack on the competition prowess, and that is a lethal combination.
Dominic wins the challenge. Now, it was cute the first time, or the first few times he won. Now that we're getting low on people, he needs to stop winning.
Mara.
1 minute to save the world.
You wanted to talk to me.
What? I'll talk to you afterwards. It's gonna be quick with Mara. No, go to the forest.
I did pull Mara to the side to tell her why I did what I did, and she seemed very understanding of that. So I tell her, let's, put that stuff beside us. Let's put in the past, and let's start off fresh. Even though it's what mid end game. Now all of a sudden I want to start fresh. I do feel like she would take my word for it, and she would at least lay off of me and want to, leech on and jump onto somebody that voted for her. So we'll see how long this lasts.
I was like, is the spirits telling you to vote me again?
Well, people are bringing things to the table, so I'm trying to see if I can be persuaded. But it's not working very well right now.
Johnny, can I talk to China 101? Okay, sure. Bet.
So it turns out that China actually voted for me and she wasn't budging. Honestly, I think it is a good move for China to get me off just because I have talked zero strategy with her. I did walk up to Dom and China in a breakout room together, and when I tried to join the conversation, Dom immediately kicked me out, and that set alarm bells off. Their relationship is stronger than the relationship that I have with Dom, so it seems like I need to find new alliance members. Hopefully Nico and Justin can be these alliance members that I've been trying to build up.
Do you guys have a sense of where your heads are at?
I'm gonna be straight up, and I know that like me and you, Amir, are close to Dom. I just sense something is in the waters. Like something is going on, and I can just sense it with Dom.
Yeah.
You think so?
No, I'm pretty I think I'm gonna cop a few votes, and so that's like.
I'll try to catch someone while they're saying something.
Can I talk to Omir one-on-one, please?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so you want to talk to me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Basically.
I know you're close with him, and I'm also close with him, but I just feel like something's up in the air tonight.
Really? You don't think he's for sure with us?
No, I think he's with us, but I know he's definitely gonna try something. Whether it's on me or whether it's on you, I'm getting a very eerie feeling, and my gut is usually right.
I mean, I feel like one of us are for sure in danger right now, so we need to fucking get a vote.
I will. The thing is, I'll take you've been my number one since day one.
Yeah.
That's why I need to talk to you about this because I don't know. it could be me being paranoid, but I just know something's up in the air. So
Yeah.
I know that he's trying to sway China because I know China and Dom are like this.
Right, they're really close.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm gonna push China because I know she's gonna go for me. I feel like that last vote, her excuse was the alcohol, but I know she generally thinks that I'm a big threat. So that's where my head is at.
So it seems like the vote is Mara again, just because I think that idol play was very spectacular. And honestly, I respect her because that's a big game move to be able to pull that off. But it also makes you a really, really big threat to win if you go to the end.
If Mara is still in the game coming into Final 6, it's going to be very, very easy for Nico and Justin to get a majority on Dominic. And while it might still happen, now it's not a guarantee. Because as I said, I've been keeping them in the game to target each other so that I can continue to move forward without having to be in danger ever. Because as we can see, I haven't been in danger at all compared to anybody else. I'm kind of just cruising along.
I'm fighting to not go after Mara, but, like, just following through what was supposed to happen last week. However, the whole Omer thing that I've been preaching for minutes now just, like, completely sidelines that idea and just, like, stick to my brain. I'm like, yo, let's vote for Omer. Let's go for that. Because if Omer is gone, I can play with this whole Dominic leading the charge against Mara last round. I'm hearing I could, instigate that so they both don't look in my direction and get to the end. So yeah, my main focus has now shifted to getting Omer out.
Okay, so what I believe is, because I talked to Mara about this, let me scroll up. I had a conversation with Rachel during the Luke vote. I never said alliance. I said people that I thought were friends because I was filling some people in. I said I was open, and I said I was fronting a bit. I was putting on a facade as if I was extremely disconnected, as if I've, never even met China, honestly. Like that kind of facade. I talked to Rachel. I think that's where it roots from, because then Mara and another person messaged me saying, what was it, Mara?
I said that you would propose that there was some 5-person alliance, Tyler and then Nico, Justin.
And then I told you, I said, I talked to Rachel about it. So I assumed Rachel went to you and said that. And I trusted Mara enough to see through the wording of it all. I didn't say alliance. I was just simply having a conversation with Rachel. How that turned into Dominic is absolutely guns blazing for an alliance of China, Tyler, Rachel, Mara. I don't know. What were the names? I don't know. I don't know the names. Was I intentionally trying to say that there was an alliance of Justin, China, Nico, EB, and throw you guys under the bus in the process? No. What? How that spun into everyone coming to me like, Dominic, what are you saying about this alliance?
Well, I just want to, get that out the way. So I was just saying, I'm like, why the fuck would he say that?
So, Mara, you did get a lot of best rounds. So how do you feel now, Final 7, just coming off of that? What are you thinking here?
I am shocked, and I still haven't gotten a reason from Dominic, but it's okay.
I can give you a reason.
Sure. As
for your vote, it was put on you under the assumption you didn't have the idol last minute. When you used the idol, that was the only reason. I didn't want to vote you necessarily, but if I didn't, then that would be, in my mind, was sacrificing a potential majority. So my hand was forced. Had I been any sort of leader, you would not have been getting the votes, Mara. But I'm not in that position, and that's not the game I've been playing. Therefore, I'm not the shark you need to be shooting in the skull.
What? What kind of analogy is that?
Yeah.
Did we ever find out who said Mara's name? Did we ever find that out?
I don't think we did.
It's China looking around the
She's looking around the campfire.
I did assume Jen, because I did vote you last time. So I don't know if you did or not, but
I was not the first one to throw out your name. It was just a good reason for me because you voted for me. So that was my reasoning, but I wasn't the first one to throw out your name.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hold that against you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shift to Omer. So Omer, you seemed a little bit shocked by just the results of how the Rock played out, or whatever. So do you feel like now, like I keep saying, like Jer's watching, we're getting down to it's gonna be final 6 after this. How do you kind of regain your footing after just kind of seeing how everything played out and kind of being like not out of the loop, but just kind of like we were all shocked, but like what's the play here?
I mean, dead ass, like I played the shittiest game. That move right there was absolutely wild. Like, no jury's gonna respect that. I don't even respect that. Like, I'm texting my friends outside the game right now. You're not gonna believe what I did, who are like big Survivor fans. They didn't even fucking know what I was doing. Anyways, I think that as we go into like final 6, definitely think about who you want to be sitting in that jury next to you. I'm pretty sure I'm a 0 vote candidate, so just keep that in mind, y'all. My DMs are I can't respond on DMs right now. I'm like thumbsing up shit, but like, yeah, I mean, like dead ass, like I would not vote for myself. So fucking drag me a little bit further because I did probably one of the worst movies in a show I don't even watch, but like that's all I gotta say, I think.
So Nico, so you're very animated over there. What are you
thinking? Something to oppose that. I don't know what season it was. I was just watching it and I'm like hearing these quotes. Someone has said, like you said, oh, no one's gonna vote for me, keep me. Sure, but a goat going to the end means that's one less person. That could be me. It could be either me or you. And they're like,
sure.
We're not getting the vote. So that's me going. So I don't know if that's a good enough reason for me.
Okay, well, I guess for me, it's like when I play these games, it's like I want to win, like, or I don't give a fuck like what my placement is, whether it's 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, you know what I mean? So I think in your perspective, in that sense, like you'd want to take someone who obviously has like a weaker case than you. And then for me, it's like I just wanted that opportunity to give a speech in the end. So I mean, I see your perspective. I guess I would just push back a little bit in the sense and think about that everyone here has played like a really fucking good game. And I do think that mine is maybe a little bit less. I just feel like generally most of you folks would have a better chance of me in the end.
So my final question, Justin, you were in that tie revote mess last round. So what are you thinking here to try and make it to final 6?
I feel like this point is crunch time. I don't want to say like this vote right here counts, but it kind of damn near does because we're almost to the end.
Your time to vote.
No.
Now. Send me your votes. All right, as always, anybody has a vote advantage. When my finger goes down to 0, that would be the last time to play it.
I would like to use my idol.
Okay, so no. All right, nothing has been played.
I was like, where the fuck are you gonna get that idol, bro?
So I'll read it. First vote, John. Second vote, Omer. Third vote, Mara. Fourth vote, Mara. Fifth vote, Omer. Sixth vote, Mara. 3 votes, Mara. 1 vote, John. 2 votes, Omer. 12th person voted out, and the 5th member of our jury, Mara. 4. That's enough. You need me to remove.
Whoa.
Oh, what? What I tell you? What I tell you? What I tell you?
Wait, what?
What I tell you?
No.
Okay, it's fine.
That's 4, Mara. That's enough. But I'm sick.
Okay.
I was so happy you said yes. I couldn't believe it. I thought you were like, no. But I'm just happy you're thriving and still eating these games up, coming out of it after 2 years. I think very highly of you. But thank you for giving my game a chance.
No problem, Jed. Thank you. I have no ill feelings toward anyone, so I'll just vote for who I think I like their gameplay the best. So
do it for the grill. Do it for the grill. Do it for the grill.
The grill. We'll see.
Mark,
Okay.
Listen. I didn't vote for you.
No.
Why the fuck did Mara just leave right there? Now look, I know I said in the beginning I wanted Mara to go, but then I had to talk with her. Then, my gears shifted. I went a whole nother direction. No one told me they was doing Mara. Shit, I'm kind of glad they didn't tell me because then I would look bad again. Sorry, girl. I kept my word though. Let's remember that I kept my word though.
I tell China tell me anyone. Tell me Justin, tell me Nico, tell me Mara, and I have all the votes for them to go. I know John and Omer will listen to me verbatim, and China's drunk ass, bro, waits to the last second to say a name, and she says Mara, all fucking caps, bro. I spam the group chat with John and Omer, vote Mara, vote Mara, vote Mara, vote Mara. Luckily, we get Mara out this time because China, by the grace of God, decided to turn on her.
Honestly, I knew how it was going. I noticed after a certain point, Dom usually DMs me before, like, whatever he's gonna do. And he just cut off that, like, line of communication. So I was just like, yeah, it's me. I had fun. I'm happy I got to play my idol. Thank you, Judge, for having me.
All right, final 6. All right, we're gonna get right into this next immunity challenge. But I pulled the spreadsheets. Give me a second. Oh, okay. This one is kind of like a fun one. Hopefully your brains are working late. It's not going to be super thanky, but we've all played Singer to the Song, right? But this is going to be TV Star to the reality show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a reality TV show, and you just have to, but I could specify. So if it was Big Brother, I could say Big Brother season 8, or I could say Survivor Cambodia, and you would just have to send me somebody that competed on that season of whatever show I give you. Your first show that I need a contestant from is send me the name of a contestant from Survivor Gabon. China scores a point with Sugar. So China has a point.
Queen.
Sugar, go Sugar, go
Thank
Sugar.
God it was a show I've seen.
Send me the name of somebody from the challenge Total Madness. Justin scores with Rogan. Send me somebody that was on Survivor All Stars. Okay, so John scores with Amber. Send me somebody that was on Big Brother 22. Well, it's a horse race. Nico scores with Devon. So 1 Nico, 1 China, 1 Justin, 1 June. Send me the name of somebody that was on Survivor Winners at War. Y'all was bumper to bumper, but Justin was first.
To freedom!
Am I getting close on these, Jed? Am I getting close?
Yes. I can screenshot it if you want.
Damn.
All right, next round. Send me somebody. It's gonna get a little obscure. Send me the name of somebody that was on Survivor Guatemala. Dom scores a point with Danny Boatwright. Send me the name of somebody who was on the original season of Survivor Borneo. Dominic scores with Richard Hatch. Send me the name of somebody that was on Big Brother OTT. We're tied again as John scores with Morgan. So 2 John, 2 Dominic, 2 Justin, 1 China, 1 Nico. Send me the name of somebody that was on Survivor Game Changers. All right, it was close, but we do have a winner with the correct answer of Miss Michaela Bradshaw. Congratulations, Justin. You have won.
What? You pre-typed Michaela Bradshaw?
I knew it was going to be Michaela.
Oh, no, I added Bradshaw. He just said Michaela.
Me and Dominic going tit for tat. Your boy ended up winning the challenge, which is great and all. Boom. It's about to get real hectic in a minute. So I don't want to do this, but we're at final 6. Something's got to be done.
Me, John, and Omer have a chance to take this game in our control and try to eliminate these power players of China, Justin, and Nico, who have been relatively running this game so far. So our strategy is, all right, this is the time. Nico is playing the best game, has dodged every bullet, has played phenomenally with her connections, and I think this is the time. John and Omer agree. They say, we're locked in for Nico.
Now Dom is eligible to be voted off, but I don't want Dom to have any kind of idea about it because I feel like he has an advantage or something up his sleeve that could derail this plan. So I'm going to be pushing Nico, which is a person he's been wanting to get out for 3 or 4 votes. I don't understand why he's so obsessed with getting Nico out, but I'll be pushing that to him. But I don't think that's going to happen. But if there's not enough votes to get out Dom, it is unfortunate that Nico will probably have to be collateral damage to this.
So I don't want it to just be like signed, sealed, delivered, like Dominic's going home. So I shoot Dominic a message. Do you want to take a shot at Nico? Now this is it. This could be his saving grace.
So Justin, final 6, you're safe. How you feeling going into these last couple rounds? What do you want to see happen this round?
I feel like everyone here is a strong, candidate to win. So I wouldn't say like there's a big move that needs to be made because I feel like anybody leaving will be kind of big because like we've all had our different ways of getting to this point at least. So my whole thing is like, what route is everyone trying to take?
Hey, what about you, Dom? What are you looking for?
Yeah. Can I interject? I'm gonna cut your little screen time. I'm gonna cut your little screen time. Who did you want to push?
Who are you talking to?
Dom.
Oh.
What round are we talking about now?
Right now. Let's be real.
Right now?
Yeah.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it's the well.
I'm inclined to not vote the people that voted with me the previous round.
Thanks for the non-answer.
Who are you voting?
Well, we're gonna see who gets the last laugh. I'm voting for the person that pushed for my name.
Understood.
So whatever that means. And the person that wants to hop on that, I got your ass.
Nico, it's Final Six. Just say it. Come on now.
I'm so confused.
Right, because I'm confused too.
I feel like Dominic wants me out, and
okay, but
and Mr. Quick to Rocks over here wants to
so you
hop on that.
You were talking
wants
about
to hop on that. Okay. So be about it. Stand about it. Stand up. No comment. No comment. It's
what's the question exactly? Like, am I going to be voting you out? Didn't you just vote me out last round? So I think, naturally it makes sense for me to want to, vote you out this round, right? Like, I don't think it's a big, jump for me to do that. It's not like it's like, whoa, shocking.
That's cute. And if it's not me, what's going to happen to you?
Me?
Yeah, if it's not you, and if it's not me, then what's going to happen?
Is an idol coming out? Let me get my sip.
I don't know the question here. Like, are you trying to bring a third name into this? Like, if it's not me, if it's not you, then who are you gonna?
No, I'm just saying, like, if I stay and you happen to stay, then what?
Oh, then we'll figure it out at Final Five and see where we take it from there. Like, I'm not sure if I'm totally getting the question here. Like,
all right, and China,
I'm so confused.
China, what are you doing? Who are you signing for?
I don't want to do either of y'all, and that's where my predicament comes.
I told China the previous vote that on the grounds she betrayed Mara, I would betray John or Omer this vote, whoever she chooses. China is so drunk at this point. She is not telling me a name. She's indecisive. She's not replying. I literally just see her typing bubble on my iPhone screen, but I look at the Zoom and she's just drinking her drink, looking at my text, so nothing's happening. So I kind of have to fold over here and kind of go against her deal and just vote with John and Omer, try to eliminate Nico.
So are we at a point where everybody's vote is fluid and there's no set, like everybody, I mean, I know Omer said, it's not a shock, but like for John and for China, for Justin, are y'all votes, you guys feel like you kind of know who you want to go with, or could this be like live?
This is live.
Different directions.
This is going. My vote is going to happen on the spot. And when I step in,
mine is based on the vibes of what I think everyone else is going, which I think I know what the vibe is.
What do you think the vibe is?
I'm glad you think you know. I'm waiting for me to know.
What do you think the vibe is?
I think the vibe has been flowing in the same direction it always has.
What?
Sorry.
I think I'm gone, yo.
I'm waiting for China. Does she want John? Does she want Omer? I don't know what she's talking about. And ultimately, she tells me that John is pushing my name. Now, I knew this was inevitable and that John down the line would take the shot. I just did not think he would have it in him to do it at Final Six, where I don't think he's that secure in the numbers on the opposing side going into Final Five. So I kind of almost don't believe it at first, but the only reason I do believe it is because of my previous knowledge of how John plays the game. I knew it was inevitable that he would want to betray me. Let's see. I don't know if it'll pay off though.
If anybody has an advantage that they would like to use or idol, now would be the time to do so. All right. I will read the votes. First vote, Nico. Second vote, Dom. Third vote, Jun. Fourth vote, Nico. Fifth vote, Dom. We're tied. 2 votes Dom, 2 votes Nico, 1 vote Jun, 1 vote left.
I don't really know.
13th person voted out of Jed Viver and the 6th member of our jury. Dom, that's 3. You need to bring me your torch.
Nico's karma.
I told you. I told you.
Oh my god, I didn't have time. What happened here? China voted for me to avoid the
I told you.
Shoot at me, I'm shooting back.
John, you can't help yourself, bro. I'm sorry. It's like you. Hey, respect. Good game, Nico. It was just a game. I'm sorry. Justin, pleasure playing with you. You guys beat me fair and square. China with lots of fun. Omar, lots of fun. Thanks, guys, for playing. I'm happy with 6th place for sure. Good luck. We made the best play.
John reassures me, shakes his head on call, and when he shook his head on call, I knew instantly that China was not lying to me with how drunk she is, and that John was playing his John game, and that I was about to go home.
Justin messages me, says Nico's targeting your boy. I figured that she was gonna do that, and when I asked Justin what he's gonna do, he says he feels like he has to take his shot. But by the way he's talking, the only way he would tell me that is if he knows the votes are there. So I ask him, I say, who's doing this vote? And he tells me he's Justin. Him, Nico, and Jun are voting that way. I told Dominic Jun's voting him out as quickly as I could, but by that time it was too late. The votes were already read and Dominic was gone.
Dominic just got sent home. This is weird because I didn't expect to work with Dominic, but this had to be done because I would rather I do it to him than he do it to me. Sorry it had to be like this, Dom. Sorry I had to go down this way, but we at the home stretch now. It's literally right there. I can literally damn near see it. Sorry, but vote for me.
I voted off Dom out purely because I feel like Dom will snake me at the end and also beat me in competitions, which makes me vulnerable. So that was the biggest reason for me voting him off, is because I know his ass is gonna cut me off right before Final Tribal Council. So I had to strike first. No hard feelings, it's just all respect, Dom. But I will say that you've never snaked me out of a game, and I've always snaked you.
The vote does come out and I do get eliminated 6th place after a stellar immunity run. I was getting tarnished the whole time, a bit disrespected. A lot of people, were a bit intimidated by me on a strategic level, on a social level, but I'm surprised no one wanted to eliminate me sooner. Thank you, Jed, for having me. Good luck to the players. It was a pleasure playing. Bye.
Wow, final 5. Final 5. Who would have thunk it? Omer,
To
John,
freedom.
Nico, China, and Justin.
Say that? Are you trying to get voted for?
But I am gonna say, if I'm loyal to you, I'm gonna make it known. You know who you are, and I'm gonna stay loyal. I'm not gonna be a floater like some people thought I was.
It's going perfect so far.
I'm gonna be honest. I hate most of you.
Tyler, you don't have to answer this, but the YouTube chat is asking who you voted for in the election.
Obviously, I voted for Biden.
All right, so this one does not require any typing or anything, but it does require quick fingers because it's everybody's favorite, a slide puzzle. Yay!
I'm glad Dom's out.
Well, China, what do you want to talk about to the stream?
I'm glad Dom's out.
So this next challenge is a slide puzzle. Now, one time I tried to do a slide puzzle for free, just randomly during the day, just to see how I'll do. It took me 30 minutes to get it.
All right, congratulations, John. That is a slide puzzle. You have earned your spot in the final 4. Congratulations.
I did win the immunity challenge, but based on how this vote is panning out, I realized voting off Dom might have been a mistake, because it made me realize that I don't have the social capital that I thought I did, and now I'm reliant on individual immunities to get me to the end.
John has just won Final 5 immunity, and honestly, It's not really bad because I kind of see this as an opportunity to possibly get rid of Nico.
Jun finished it, and Jun won. Now, I ain't got no problem with Jun. I don't really think Jun is coming after me, but I know Jun sees a lot of things, and then, they vocalize and like to act on it. And I don't want to be something that they see and vocalize and act on it, because I just need an easy ride. I really do. I do.
I'm voting for who spoke on me, period.
Who was that?
I'm guessing Omer.
Shoot at me, I'm shooting back.
Same here. I'm obviously going to be voting for Nico at this point too, just because Nico's going for me. So
I hope you got something.
It's up to the other folks, I guess, and thinking about who you want to be.
I was going to say, yeah, it seems like it's me, China, and Jen's vote.
I hope you got something.
I mean, I think it comes down to who you guys feel more comfortable with in the end, and it also comes down to who's more likely to actually win something in Final Four. Like, I've really been underperforming, like, severely. So I think if you guys want, like, an easier comp win, obviously, and then in addition to someone who's easier to beat in the end, I think the choice is pretty clear.
So as I'm floating the idea to vote out Nico this round, because I think this is definitely a power move if Nico does go, Justin comes to me and tells me Nico has an idol, which complicates the entire situation, because right now where it stands, Omer wants Nico out and Nico wants Omer out. What does voting out Omer do for my game? Like, let's be real. I don't beat Justin and Nico in a final 2 or 3 scenario. I don't want to put myself in a situation where I lose, and I'm guaranteeing myself a loss in that situation. But it's what? I vote Nico, and whether we don't know if she's lying or not, but if she's telling the truth, she plays her idol, and then I get exposed for voting her. Or I vote out Omer, who is an ally now that I need, and I'm trying to prioritize. So now I'm in a shitty ass situation. It's gonna get messy. It's gonna get messy.
Jun basically said that China and Nico are both threats in the end. Like, they're both front runners, but he more so sees China. He more so sees China as the front runner to win over Nico. I couldn't do it. I was just really headstrong on doing Omer and nothing else at all. Then China says she doesn't know what to do, which it should be obvious. Let's do Omer to save me and you. So everybody's all over the place. This shit is crazy.
I think my direction should have been followed. Because now look.
It was a bigger plan.
Because now look. At least if I go, I can say I knew. Y'all didn't know, but I knew.
It was a bigger plan at that moment.
Yeah.
I knew.
That we thought.
I know what you thought.
That we thought was the right way.
You also thought that when we ended up having to go to Rock.
We were misled to thinking that was the right way.
What was the misled though?
You still being here is the misled.
Was it the Mara vote?
You still being here is the misled.
It was when Mara got voted.
I know that. The thing is, I knew something was up, and I Nico can attest. I was telling Nico this. I was like, I know something's up in the air. Something is not right. Every single thing was brought up without anyone telling me. And
in which vote?
Every vote I got a vote. I mean, every tribe I got a vote, because I was like, there's something weird is going on, and it's funny because I thought Dom was behind the whole scheme.
I said out loud that. Have you not been listening?
No, yes, but at the same time, I knew Dom was gonna vote me out at some point. So I was just like, I don't know when he's gonna cut me. So that's why when my name was brought up, I had to go into survival mode, and I basically wrote down any name that was given to me.
I will say that Nico did take out Dom last round. If Nico gets her way this round, I think everyone's played a great game, but Nico's fucking killed it.
Got it. I'll vote for you.
This is probably someone you don't want to be in the end.
Then that means I'm voting for you. Please vote for me in the jury. Thank you. I'm packing you up out of here.
Yeah, and you're killing. I mean, you were already voting for me to begin with, so I don't think anything I'm saying.
I mean, you never even reached out to me. It could have been something else. It could have been something else. But
Yeah, let's talk about it. If not me, then Nico, where's your heart, set at? I mean, there's still time.
If you don't think if it's not me, and then you don't want it to be you, who do you think?
Obviously not. I mean, like, I think everyone here has played a really fucking solid game. Like, there's a really, really strong case for anyone. I think just like, if we're literally going by who I think, has really dominated the game, I think Dom is obviously one of those people. And just from obviously everyone will pitch their cases and we'll get more information. I think for me, just like Nico's targets going back to back in Final 6 and Final 5, it's a pretty big deal.
Hold on.
Can you answer my DM, please?
Can you answer? Can someone? I sent a DM. I haven't gotten an answer. Nasty or no? Nasty or no? I'm voting for the person that's gonna vote for me.
So does that mean you're getting nasty?
Huh? What?
Nothing. Never mind.
They want to vote for me?
No.
I'm talking to Nico, and she's also arguing, like verbally arguing with Omer as me and her are texting. And I'm like, so I'm guessing we're doing the guy that, you keep going back and forth with. And then Nico goes, yeah, do you want to do that or do you want to do the nasty option?
3 words put alarm bells off in my head.
The nasty option is something that you're not going to want to do and then it's going to end up bad. The nasty option being China.
I'm not stupid. I know the code words. If they're referring to the nasty option, obviously I'm the nasty option to vote out after I go to rocks for them and then they try to take me out. So now I'm pissed.
So I immediately shut that down, ignore it, put it in the shredder. No, that's not an option on the table at all. Clear the fucking table.
Nico, why are you trying to vote me?
Am I trying to vote you?
Yes.
I don't know if that's exactly what's being done. I don't know if that's what's being done for real.
That's what you're saying.
I don't know. Are you trying to vote for me?
I know code words.
Are you trying to vote for me?
Answer my question. You're not answering my question.
I mean, honestly, I don't want it to be me.
Why do you think it's gonna be you?
Huh?
Why do you think it's gonna be you?
I mean, I feel like, isn't it either me?
Wait, Nico, are you suggesting to switch the votes onto China?
That's what you want to do?
I mean, what are you saying? Like, what are you trying to say?
Would you do
now?
that?
I mean, like, I want to fucking stay in this game, but I mean, I'm not hearing any other names besides yours, apart from my own. So what are you saying?
Are you being serious right now?
And Omer, who's trying to save himself, like a dummy for some reason, goes, well, if you're voting China, I want to save myself. There is no scenario where I'm going home. So now, if Nico's going to try to put out there that I need to be the vote, I'm going to cripple her game by now. Omer and Nico are no longer the options. Now, I'm going to Omer, and the only other thing that I can do if I'm one of the options is to make Justin the new option. I'm not going to sit here and allow myself to be an option to get voted out. And clearly, Nico ran the last vote, and she's trying to run this vote. When you put my name out there, case closed, it's done. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to make sure I put myself back on top of the situation.
I'm going to stick to doing Omer because one, it'll protect me from whatever the fuck y'all got going on. Then also, I'm also looking out for China as well. If Nico and Omer are right here arguing, they're gonna vote for each other. Jun is gonna vote for you. If we vote for the same person, he's most likely going to go home. And then Nico has the idol. So for me in your game, we have to vote the same person out. The same person out.
Well, no, I mean, I just want to hear are you, Nico, are you trying to get votes on to China instead of me? If so, why?
I mean, aren't you a GOAT? Why wouldn't I want to take you?
I mean, you dead ass just said like 5 minutes ago that you're going to vote out the person who's voting you out. I'm really fucking...
And never let them know your next move.
Oh my God. Like, why? It's Final 5. Let's just talk. Man.
I don't know. Would you switch your vote from me?
I mean, where are the votes right now? China and Justin. Where's your guys' heads at?
Well, you just said you were willing to vote me, so where should my head be at?
Well, no, not necessarily that, China. I just want to know if Nico is the only option for me. I just want to see where other folks are lying. It's not that I'm like flipping my vote or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna wake it up. I'm about to use an idol. So it's not gonna be me. So it could either be, a goat remove or someone that might win remove. I don't know. It won't be me. So it is what it is. So what now? It's not gonna be me. So do you wanna change your vote or not? Or have that vote be against you? Mute? No comment?
Swear to God, you got an idol.
I'm not the only fucking voter here.
I will say this. It's
You
very
understand what I'm saying? What part is you understanding? If I say I have an idol, right? And it was either gonna be me or you, and it's not gonna be me, what do you think that means?
Nico.
What?
Swear to God, you got an idol.
I have an idol. So again, if it's not gonna be me, do you want it to be you? And if it's not gonna be you, who do you want it to be? It's not don't ask me no more questions about if it's gonna be me, because I don't ask ask questions about where the vote's gonna lie. It's either you vote for me and it won't count, or you vote for someone else. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Why the fuck would I tell the person with an idol what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like,
You
make
right.
that make sense,
You right, Stink.
Let's just get this shit over with.
You right, Stink.
John. I've been targeting you all game, so I don't expect you to answer this. But who are you doing? If you don't want to say it out loud, you can DM me.
I will be straight up. I voted for you.
Okay.
Because I think that's a sign of respect, and I locked in my vote very early on because I wasn't part of this conversation.
So Nico, you're voting me?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Not exactly. I sent you something.
You've done too much for me to believe you.
Did you vote for me?
Yeah. Coming for me, I'm gonna come for you.
Am I coming for you though? The votes are gonna tell you who's gonna come for who.
If anybody has
I'm gonna
an
use the idol since it's the last time it can be played. Yeah. For me. Just in case.
All right. So any votes cast for Nico will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, China. Second vote, Omer. Third vote, Justin. Fourth vote, Omer. Fifth vote, Justin. So we have a tie. So that means John, China, Nico. At this time, you can now discuss, and you will cast your revote for either Justin and Omer. Omer and Justin cannot vote.
Lo and behold, Nico does have an idol and she plays it. But it ends up going to waste because she's no longer getting votes. The votes are now tied between Justin and Omer. Obviously, Omer and Jun have been working together this whole time, so I'm pretty sure that Jun's gonna keep him. And I have now flipped the situation to where I am once again back in the driver's seat and back as the swing vote. I am deciding Omer and Justin's fate in this game right now and picking who my final four will be.
Jay goes to say another vote for Justin. So it's a 2-2-1. I'm not understanding what's going on here. Where did my name come from? And then one, how did Omer know to vote for me? If they were arguing with Nico.
Well, I don't vote for Justin, so I'm not gonna vote for Justin.
You know where my vote went, so I'm literally gonna flip a coin.
China, you voted for Justin?
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. One team has two winners, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
China, are you?
Oh, I was
We
scared.
serious right now?
Yeah, I'm serious.
My blood was boiling because the entire season long, when China's name was brought up to me, I said no.
Justin, listen.
That wasn't what I originally wanted to do.
I didn't do what you thought I was gonna do.
You were talking in circles.
But it matters.
Riddles.
The vote is what matters, is it not?
I'm going to interject and say I have never been disloyal to any of you three. Nico, I feel like I don't have to explain anything to you. Jen, I told you why I voted. Omer, it's no secret. I voted for you. And I'm going to tell the reason why I voted for you. Because I voted for Omer to protect me and China, because I do feel like China was going to get voted for. And I was under the impression that Nico had the idol, and I thought Nico was going to receive votes. That's all I have.
Yeah, I mean, I would just interject and say, like, Man, I just have not played very good. And
If you were to say loyal, I think things would be a lot better for you.
I mean, like, sure, whatever. Say, call it what you will. I genuinely think, June and China, it's in your guys' best interest to keep me here. Oh man.
Are you really gonna run this GOAT propaganda to the fucking end? Oh, I don't know, I'm playing so terribly. So when you get to the end, it's, wow, I've been playing terribly and I got all these votes and look at me, I'm at the end. Oh, y'all thought I was a GOAT. Nah, rah. That's what it's giving. It's not really giving what I think you want to give, because you're like, oh yeah, you in the tactic of saying, oh, I'll vote for Nico if they get to the end, throwing someone to make them the target. So again, when you get to the end, and yeah, because saying saying, oh, they're playing a good game, that makes them a target. It doesn't make you a target when you're already not a target because of your GOAT status. So you pushing this GOAT status is this how you want to, I don't know, because again, if that GOAT is sitting next to you and that GOAT says, well, I got all these votes against me and here I am, I don't know. I feel like you're playing dumb when you're not.
You're going so hard at me right now, which is kind of sus, basically kind of just suggesting that you want Justin to stay in really, really badly.
I wouldn't say that.
Going into the final three.
It doesn't matter who's next to you.
Yeah, Nico, can I finish, please? Like,
doesn't matter who's next to you. Trust.
You're definitely going to be taking Justin to final three, like a million %. Versus if I'm in the final four, 1,000,000%, you're going to be cutting me. So I'm saying for June and China, it's in their best interest, obviously, for me to be in the final four, as opposed to someone who you are definitely going to be taking to the end with you. That's all I'm going to say. And, folks, feel free to vote how you want. DM me if you want.
All I'm saying is I wouldn't have did that to y'all.
Yeah, just say again, not campaigning for a vote, but at the end of the day, it's just a game for me. It was really fun to play with y'all. Good luck, Justin.
Good luck as well.
First vote, Omer. Second vote, Justin. We're one vote Justin, one vote Omer, one vote left. 14th person voted out, and the 6th member of the jury. Justin, that's 2. That's enough. You need to bring me your torch. The tribe has spoken. Do you have any final words for the group?
Good luck.
Thank you for playing, Justin. You were great this season.
Ultimately, I break the tie to evict Justin. I have to commit. It sucks. I didn't want to have to do Justin dirty, but at the end of the day, if I'm going to be a nasty option, if we're going to play nasty, I'm going to get nastier, because I am never going to allow myself to be put in a position of getting tossed away. I need to play for myself, and this is the best way I win.
Shit. Just why? Why? Why me? But I knew when the person told me, I'm sorry. What does that mean? Especially when there's supposed to be a revote and I'm involved in a revote. Just wish it wasn't me. Or at least executed this way. I'm pretty proud of myself. 5th place overall. I should be proud of that. It's close short of the final. Yeah, I enjoy myself. Except for, this, I actually had a good time, so. But, hey, I'm signing out. See y'all when I see y'all.
All right, final 4. Congrats to China, Nico, John, and Omer. You guys are the final 4. So this competition is really, really simple, and it's called the MDL playlist. So I'm going to give you a word, and you're going to make a playlist with the word. Whoever wins, we're going to do it like the New School Survivor way. So whoever wins will be safe, and they'll pick somebody to bring with them the final 3, and then the other 2 people will face off in the challenge. All right. Congratulations, Omer. You have won final 4 immunity.
The final immunity challenge is over, and Homer has won the challenge, which is the best case scenario for my game besides not winning it myself. And Jed also announces that it is New School Survivor style, which means Omer is going to take one person and make them safe, and the other 2 will have to compete in a fire challenge. And obviously, if Omer is thinking his best shot to win, I think he needs to take me.
Omir wins this challenge, which bravo to him, because I think Omir really, really deserved it. And I kind of am a little bit happy inside just because he also has been one of my closest alliance members since the start. So I have a little bit of faith that he'll take me, but you never know.
So at this point, Omer, you can pick, you're going to pick somebody to take with you, and keep in mind the other two people that you don't are going to be making fire.
Okay. I mean, I want to give everyone the opportunity to say anything they want to me, but yeah.
I'll start. I've been your number one since day one, and I've never voted for you. It's plain and simple. I don't think I can beat any of the two ladies here, so that's my pitch.
My pitch is I actually think I've burned a lot of people on the jury now. I did it to Dana, I did it to Mara, I did it to Justin really badly just now. So I have a lot of enemies in that jury house. I also think that June can beat us because I've been targeting him this whole game, and he's literally made it week after week after week after week after week, and has been in the majority now for the last few weeks, where I have not, besides the Justin vote, because the last few rounds I have not gotten what I wanted. So yeah, the jury management is not there, and I think the end games of Nico and June were a lot stronger than mine. I told you. Oh, sorry. Go.
Sorry, my internet went out for like 20 seconds.
No, go.
You were kind of beep beep boop boop like Loki. I think you should take me. Actually, I know you're not gonna take me, right? I think you should take me, right? I'll give you two options of if you take me versus who you should take if you're not taking me. So in defense of me first, if taking me, right? We've been going at it, right? We've been going at it, quote unquote. What if this whole time it was a ploy, right? And we were just, batting heads so things can happen, right? Because here we are, still in the game, right? Because again, that whole I'm a goat, when you're not really a goat, it's this strategy. So like, let's be real. Let's be real. And if it's not me, I think you're not gonna like this. I'm gonna call you out. You're not gonna like this. But like, listen. Hear me out. What if you let your original tribe go to fire?
My original.
Yeah. Cause it's.
So you and June.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Listen. Because it's three of us. We really type dominated this game, low key. Cause it's three of us, and one beauty. If the brain went back to back, bat to bat. Because again, I think China was low key right. Because
I burned a lot.
My man, he's played a good game. I'm a call that. Like, yeah, I'm on his side though. I got his back, and that means just like how you were saying, oh, Nico's doing this. If Nico gets to the end, I'm gonna vote for him. And if it's you and him, I know who I'm voting for, and it won't be you. So it's like,
go ahead.
I will say this though: I've made every move with Omir. Like, there's no difference.
And that's another thing. Why would you want to take someone that has made similar moves with you? Because that splits up votes immediately. And people are most likely to vote for the person that made outward moves. And they don't think that you made the outward moves. They're not going to vote, I don't know. For me personally, and you also have to think about the people that are inactive, because you're not going to get a chance to speak, right? So there are people that did a list. And if they're writing a list thinking you're a GOAT, they are not going to put you at the top of their list. You know who they're going to put on top? The person that you want to take. So I really do think, if not me, but again, you could also say the third option, that I'm gunning for trying to be chosen. So maybe I'm not, I can't beat that. I don't know. Maybe you think, oh, I'm going to do the opposite because that's what I want, right? But technically, China comps, I'm not good. I think like it would be more balanced if we went to fire, and I don't know who'd make it. So would you want that chance of us going head to head and me possibly winning? And now you have someone that you said was going to win and someone else that made similar moves as you in final three. It doesn't make sense for you. Just saying. I think someone else who has done more in comps, the person you want to choose, or I don't know who you want to choose, but the person that you made the moves with, it would be better for you to cut the person you did moves with, because that would split your votes. And not only, I think he's better at comps than me. So if it's a fire making challenge, he's going to beat me. So again, would you rather have two people one person that made similar moves and another person that has played a good game, or, let us battle it out. The person that was targeting you and someone that you played against with, you played well with them, it only makes sense for them to fight. That's what I'm saying. Or you could just take me. I don't know. I'll let you take me. I like that. I like that. But again, hear me out. I give you 3 options.
Omer, do you know what you want to do?
So getting back to what Nico said, I think Nico played a very strong game. I do agree with that. I also think China played a strong game, whether she denies it or not, because a lot of the votes came down to her and her decision. And there's been multiple times where we were relying on her vote. So it makes it seem like, and also I know that she threw a lot of toss away votes so that people wouldn't know where she was at, and that's a really smart play. And I will say this, I think both China and Nico had better relations with the total net jury than I did.
I don't agree with that.
Omer.
I don't agree with that.
It's in Omer's hands now. So Omer, please announce your decision of who are you going to take with you to the final 3.
Again, me aside, I
think that, there was a point in the game where I kind of felt like, me and June played really similar games. I think his was just a little bit better than mine. And we were literally allies day one. We just played the same fucking game, and we had the same moves. We were working with the same people more or less. But I think he had an edge over me, versus I think I'd have the best shot of pleading a case. Oh, you want to say something?
Hold on. Yeah. To that, if you were to say because that's also an option. Oh, we work together. I gotta cut you at the end. If you think I'm going to fire and he's going to fire with me, I'm not good at comps, right? So he's gonna win. Not only is he gonna win, beat the person that think played a great game. He has a story on top of you. Yeah, you want me to go, and now I have this. So it's even extra leverage over. I'm just saying.
I do.
Keep it hand. I'm not good at comps. I'm not good at comps.
All right.
Oh, fuck, this is hard. It just really comes down to the fact that I think that me and June played such almost identical games, except his was just more cohesive than mine. I just don't think I'd have as good of an argument against him in the jury. So I think I'm gonna have to pick China to take to the end. I'm super, super sorry, June.
Well played.
Yeah, I'm super, super fucking sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, but
okay.
I actually agreed with Nico. I just didn't want to say it.
Omer makes me safe, which means I am guaranteed a spot at the final tribal council, and I am excited. I did not think I was going to get here, honestly. I feel like every game, I feel like I'm not going to get there, so to be here is really, really shocking. I'm here, and I'm happy. When it comes to the final tribal council and the fire making that's happening between Jun and Nico, I would rather Jun win over Nico. I feel like Nico has played a very strong game, and Nico has proven to constantly be a strategic threat in every game she plays. I think she annihilates me and Omer if she makes it to final tribal council.
Congratulations, China and Omer. You both have secured your spot in the final 3. So what's going to happen now is Nico and Jun, you are going to partake in a fire making challenge. I'm going to do a competition, and it's called List That, and you cannot copy paste. You have to type one at a time. I'm going to give you a category. You have 30 seconds to list as many items as you can that correlate with that category. So if I were to say cities, you say Buffalo, Boston, New Jersey, and you have 30 seconds to list off as many as you can. And we're going to do 2 rounds, 2 different categories, and we're going to combine the totals. So whoever has the higher cumulative list, per se, out of the 2 rounds will join China and Omer in final 3. Okay? Good luck. This is his first spot in the final 3. It's been a very crazy game. One of the best cats I've seen go at it. Your first category is going to be any type of food item or beverage. All right, your category is any TV show or movie. By a score of 27 to 21, the person who will be joining China and Omer in the final 3, Congratulations, John. You have earned your spot in the final three, which means sadly, Nico, Icon, the tribe has spoken, robbed at final four.
I'm in the final three. I just beat Nico in the final four fire challenge. And it's kind of bittersweet because I wanted to keep Nico in for so long, and there's been multiple times in which I've saved her. But, you know, she did turn on me in the final four. But honestly, respect to her, because, you know, I feel like I was a pretty big threat to win.
Jun just beat Nico in the fire making challenge. And even though Nico has been a close ally for me for probably like 80 to 90% of the game, this is my best case scenario if I want to win. So I'm happy that it's a final three of Omer, Jun, and I. I feel like Omer and Jun have played good games, but I feel like the fact that I've never been targeted the way they have, I've never been a target the way they have, and I've been able to easily move my way through the game without having to lift a finger most times, is going to give me an edge above them.
So iconic. I really loved your comeback. You played an amazing game. I was blown away. I didn't know if you still had it in you, and you really blew it out of the water this season. Like, you just gave, and you were a beast the whole time. Do you have any final words to the group?
Yeah, what I said was gonna happen. Like, honestly, you should have put China next to me if you didn't want me there. But again, you know, if you should have stayed loyal. You should have stayed loyal. It could have been us. It could have been all brain. It could have been an all brain final three. But you know, it's not gonna be that. And I don't think it's gonna be a brain winner. Not gonna lie. I know where my vote going. That's all I gotta say. Goodbye. Good night. Beautiful.
Congratulations to Omer, China, and John.
If y'all played a similar game, y'all did moves back to back, and you chose to, oh yeah, I'm not gonna choose you, I'm not gonna take you. What I had said happened, he was gonna beat me. I basically want y'all to talk bad about each other, basically. What's something that he didn't do, and what's something that he didn't do? Basically, just go at each other, because I want y'all to tussle it up, because he got something. I want to hear what you gotta say, you know?
You can go ahead.
I will say this. I only said this to get him to get me to the final three. We absolutely did not play a similar game. And if you look at the voting chart, it is very apparent that I did not play a similar game to him. So the main alliance was between me, him, Dom, and Jake. But for, I think, at least more than half of the votes, I did not vote with the group. I voted with what my best interest was. And I can give a prop example was the one vote where I saved you, where everyone was gunning for you, and I changed the vote last minute to Mara. And then different moves that I feel like differentiated in my game was you also know this too. I wanted to get out Dom since like final 8 or final 9, but I was been planting the seeds to get him out, and it just couldn't happen because of immunity challenges. So out of survival mode, I had to follow with that alliance, but I was never really with them.
So I guess I would say the way I differentiate my game from June's game is that, yes, we did have a primary alliance together. That was the main one, which was like me, Dom, June, and then Jake got brought in kind of again. But I also had a trio with Rachel and Jake. That was another group I had. So I had two kind of trios that I was positioned in between. And then I had a really strong relationship with Dana in the game too. She literally went home using an idol on me, like, as opposed to saving it on herself. So I think that is a true testament to like my social game and how I was really able to build these super strong bonds across the house. I also did have a relationship with China once we kind of got to the merge too. And I obviously did have a relationship with you, Nico, too. So I definitely think I did play a very, very strong social game.
Coming into this game, I wanted to play as adaptable and as fluid as possible, while also keeping big targets in front of me so that they would constantly go after each other and I would never have to worry about being in danger, which is shown through the votes. Throughout this entire game, I've gotten 2 votes the whole game. One by June, that wasn't until the very end, and the one by Dana. I think the difference between Omer and June and myself is they needed me to stay. I did not need them, which is evident in the Mara vote. I was the swing vote that vote. I could have easily voted one of them out with the majority, because at that time it was 3-3 and me. The reason I chose to take out Mara at that time is because obviously it was Nico and Justin versus Dom. None of those people going were good for my game, so I was never going to make the decision to take out either of them. They were always going to go after each other, and they were always going to be shields for me. So where they were always constantly in danger, there was never a point in this game where I've ever been in danger. At the final 6, it was me and a bunch of brains, and you all took each other out in order to keep me, because you felt like I was valuable to your game. The only one who probably wouldn't say that is June, because I voted him every second I could. But I also think June knew that he needed me at some points for swing votes. So even if he wanted to vote me earlier than he did, he knew in some instances he still needed me. So again, they always needed me. I didn't need them as much as they needed me. But the reason I picked these people is because, yes, I had a lot of friends in the game, but at the same time, I want to go against people who I can beat. I don't beat a Nico. I don't beat a Justin. I don't beat a Dominic. I was going to go against who I felt my best shot at the game was.
That was a great speech. I would say where my game really showed its prowess was the fact that I tried to play both a social and a strategic game. Now, I don't know to what extent that perception is to certain jury members, but I personally feel like I made decisions at each tribal council that would further me through the vote. So if we walk back from the merge, because that's what I believe my game started, because I did not have to go to any pre-merge tribal councils, I had a core alliance, as I stated, but I knew the core alliance would break at some point. So I formed all these other bonds outside of that core alliance as an insurance policy should it break up or should something go wrong. And I feel like those alliances helped me through the game, because there were times in the game where I was vulnerable. I did cop, I think, the most votes out of the jury. And at that point, it was survival mode. I used my social relations to get me further into the game, because that was the only point in which I was able to move forward. And then at certain votes in which I could use my strategicness, that's when I really shined, because of all the strategic votes I made. For example, the EB vote, I voted for Dom when he was never going home, and that was what caused that 3-3 tie and that entire chaos. At the end of the day, I always got my target out. No, even if I didn't vote for them, I always got my intended target out, and I always said it. I always told everyone who my target was, but sometimes I didn't vote with them because I knew that they had enough votes to go home, so I can use my votes to create chaos to see who people would think voted for them. And that's the reason why that's my mental strategy behind that. And then because of my social game, I was able to go through when I was in danger, and I also won in immunity when I needed. I personally felt like I played a decent game. I also feel like my other two compatriots also played a decent game, but again, it's all up to the jury's perception.
Omer, take us home.
Yeah, I don't honestly have a whole lot to say. This was a really, really crazy game. It was my first time playing a Jeds game, so happy I finally got to do this after, several months of trying to get on a time that worked for me. So I didn't really come into this game with super strong relationships or friendships. I kind of knew half the cast, I would say, and the other half the cast I had completely never met before or interacted with. So just naturally, there's a barrier to communication there when you don't have familiarity with so many people in a game. I was a target for several freaking weeks, back to back to back. I did the best to be as adaptable as I could be. I tried to make new bonds as the game progressed with folks I didn't get the chance to talk to in pre-merge. And, at the end of the day, I always did look out for myself and make votes that benefited me. But yeah, I won that final immunity, my first immunity throughout the entire game. I don't know if I'd be sitting here without it. So I I tried to do the best I could with the cards that I had, and and overall, obviously, everyone could say there's changes they would make to their game, but I'm happy of the game I played, and I hope the jury finds some value in the shit I did. So there's that.
Are you guys ready after 7 hours later to reveal our winner? Dana has voted for Jun to win. It's 1 vote Jun. Rachel has voted for Omer. So we're at 1 Jun, 1 Omer. Dominic has voted for China. So we have a 3-way tie. Jake has voted for Jun. So we're 2 votes Jun, 1 vote Omer, 1 vote China. Justin has voted for China. So we have 2 votes China, 2 votes Jun, 1 vote Omer. EB voted for China. So that's 3 votes China, 1 vote Omer, 2 votes Jun. Mara has voted for Jun. So that is 3 votes Jun, 3 votes Jun, 3 votes China, 1 vote Omer, 1 vote left, which I can confirm. Unfortunately, Nico's vote was not for Omer. So Omer did get 3rd place this season of Jed Viver. So this means that Nico's vote will decide the winner between China and Jun. And by a vote of 4 to 3 to 1, the winner of Jed Viver is, congratulations, China. China, you are the winner of Jed Viver. Congratulations, China. You are the champion of Jed Viver. It was a narrow vote, 4-3-1. And honestly, I expect nothing less. Omer, I can't tell you. Like, a lot of people were wavering back and forth. Like, you were right in it. So it was a lot closer than the numbers imply. Jun, you played an amazing game. Super proud of all of you, Nico, Justin, everybody. It was a really tough season. But China, give us some closing remarks, Miss Jed Viver.
I really didn't think that this would happen. I didn't think I would make it. When I saw the tribe, I was like, I'm losing so bad. And then we kept going to tribal council. Like there was a lot going on. But thank you to everybody who voted for me and everybody who didn't. It was still fun playing with you. So yay. Jun and Omer, y'all played great games. Very unpredictable season, unpredictable final 3. Nico robbed a bit, but better you than me. Thanks for the vote. I'm gonna have to fly to Chicago to get Justin to talk to me for the next. He's gonna ignore me for a while, but thank you. I don't know how you got me to do this, but it was fun. Unexpected. Thank you, everybody.
So I have done it. I have won the first season of Jed Viver, and honestly, the 4-3 vote had me on the edge of my seat, but I won. I was so excited. I really didn't think I would get here. And beating June was something that was going to be the hardest thing I would have had to do in the game because he was really strategic. But thank you to Jed and all of Prod for putting on an amazing game as usual. Thank you to all the cast members. It was a great cast. I had a lot of fun. Congrats to June and Omer for also making Final Tribal. Nico, Justin, and Dominic were wrong, but you know what? I'm sorry, better y'all than me because I wanted to win. For those who watched and enjoyed, if Jed does a season 2, better make sure you apply and tune in because this is the first of many, and it should be the first of many because when it comes to Jed, he knows how to put on a show. So thank you to all who watched. Thank you to all who supported the cast. Thank you to Jed and Prada once again. We wouldn't have a game without you. There's no game to play without people to put them on. So yeah, that marks the end of season 1. Bye.